First of all, I think we have to look at the big picture challenge that the United States faces not only in the Middle East, but around the world. We are in an era of relative decline for US global influence, and that would be the case whether or not we had essentially shattered our own credibility and our own leadership through our complicity in Gaza and in Israel's genocide in Palestine. There was a functioning bureaucracy within the State Department and the Defense Department that was able to take some of these things in stride, that was able to still drive forward a strategy, that was able to still impose some restraints on arms transfers, indeed, that advanced at the time, and people forget this, what was then the first mention of the need to reduce civilian harm as a part of a presidential conventional arms transfer policy. That was President Trump who introduced that policy. In this administration, I think we have a different picture. First of all, we have the end of the internal restraints within the Trump administration, and that is essentially giving much more free rein to President Trump to pursue what I think is his natural transactionalism, for lack of a better term. And also, I think, a free rein to a certain level of senior officials who are pursuing, I think, a different ideology and a different approach to that of President Trump, frankly. Your Marco Rubios, your Stephen Millers, who are essentially driving forward a train of a very Israel-focused, Israel-heavy approach to the Middle East, but one that is, I think, very deeply embedded in the ideology that has become sort of core part of the GOP in the last few years. Then separately within the administration, you also have this trend towards isolationism and sort of retrenchment, which is characterized by folks like Bridge Colby, the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, a number of folks, frankly, in the NSC and the surrounding circles who are trying to push and pull back. So there are those tensions. So that's sort of the big picture. Just to go through quickly where we are when it comes to the Middle East, starting with arms transfers.